Some of you have previously met by video Siddhartha. Maybe one or two of you have met him in person. California king snake, frequently described as black and white. This one's like chocolate and cream. Cookies and cream, maybe? Anyway, we've noticed we haven't been getting them out and handling them as routinely as we have in the past, so it's like all the snakes are getting out and getting some hands-on experience, or not experience, attention.
He's milk chocolate and white chocolate.
Yes. Anyway, this guy is one of the best, of all of our snakes, this guy is one of the best as far as seeming's always willing to come out and play kind of thing. Very rarely, if you walk into the room, does he not come out and see what's going on. So if you were thinking about getting a snake as a first-time snake pet, a California king snake, in my limited experience, would not be a very bad choice. It could be quite good. They don't seem to mind being handled, and this guy eats regularly without problem, and doesn't spend a lot of time hiding. So doesn't seem to mind being handled at all, and wants to come out and play. So there you go. All for now. And this is Lacey, the youngest of the bunch. Lacey arrived about a year and a quarter ago. Corn snake, mostly albino, but you can see some coloring, some yellow along especially along the neck near the head. But there's also a little bit of, I guess, white versus absence of color in her pattern. I don't know if you can see that here, but not completely albino, as in, well, I guess albino, but albino with something else that allows you to see where the color banding would normally be that isn't there. She's actually kind of calm right now. She's, since we've got her, she's been kind of I guess, the most twitchy and nervous, I guess. Every once in a while we get her out. When she was small, she'd just jump right out of your hand. She'd go flying through the air and land on the carpet, and you'd have to go get her. So that's Lacey.
Here's Legend.
This is Swedgen.
He's being my Christmas hat.
Modeling the latest in Christmas attire.
Isn't he cute? Look, he's all the way down here and all the way up there. I think he's stuck in the hairspray in my hair on one side.
Oh, that's good. Hairspray.
I might have to help him out. Must have ripped some hair off my head so he can come out. I hope he's stuck there. I don't want to hurt him.
I have to let him climb out.
What if it's stuck in his scales?
Well, he seems pretty calm.
Yeah, must be just me, my imagination. What do you think? Does the snake make me look fat? This is smoke. Oh, his eyes are cloudy, see? Okay, look at him underneath. See how pale he is? I'll show you after he's shed, when he's not that pale. Well, he's gonna shed soon. And I'm worried I don't have the humidity quite right in his bin. So I gave him a warm washcloth on top of his warm hide to get some moisture in the air, but it's pretty hard with the open.
Yeah, he's more contrasty, black and white and gray. He's kind of dull in coloring right now. It's just
his eyes are even cloudy, aren't they?
Yep. And some of you may recognize Spartacus because of his coloring. He's kind of, I think of him as a kind of a, what do they call that? There's a certain kind of a clay, kind of a terracotta. That's it, kind of a terracotta coloring. I like to think of, or that's what I always think of. His coloring is just a little bit different than everybody else. This guy will always eat. We generally keep him in reserve in case some other snake decides not to eat, and then we offer this guy food. Although Joe will look at his scales. See how plump his scales are? She'll say, oh, he doesn't need to eat. He's carrying too much weight. Well, maybe. Maybe. But as you can see, he's quite calm. Actually, when I got him out of the box a few moments ago, he was in one of the boxes. We had to cut it open, cut the tape off, and he fell out upside down, and he just lay there. He didn't even turn himself over and move until I started to handle him. Perfectly happy just to lie there on the carpet upside down in a coil. And this is Missy, short for Mississippi. Not sure why. It's just one of those strange naming things, but previously known as Checkers, but somehow Checkers didn't stick with us. Didn't seem to work as a name for us. Kind of a rescue. Somebody had Missy, and after a while they realized their significant other didn't want a snake in the house. So we kind of, whoa, where are you going? Kind of offered to take the snake and care for it. And she's pretty docile and friendly. Lately she's been hiding a lot, but she'll occasionally do this thing where she's out and about and letting everybody see her and doesn't particularly care. And this is Iggy, our ball python. And very calm fellow. He's not particularly active at the moment. He probably, I don't know, every once in a while we get him out. He is like looking for a place to hide constantly. Today he seems pretty calm, willing to just hang out. Not even flicking his tongue, so I'm not sure. Normally he'd be flicking his tongue constantly. Maybe we've interrupted him while he's meditating. Those of you who are familiar with the whole snake family we have, this is Milo. You recognize Milo because he's a ball python and he's kind of yellow. Lemon blasty. He's interesting as far as comparison to our other one, is you can see his, I don't know if you're going to see it here, you can see his pupil, iris. If his head would sit still for a moment, you can see, there you go. You can see the slit eye. Iggy can't see that. His eye is just black. I don't know if we're getting a good shot of that or not. In the bottom, you can see this guy's a little bit more mobile than Iggy was. But still calm. This guy doesn't even strike food. He just likes to look at it for a while and then drag it into his hide. I don't think I've ever seen him strike a meal. He kind of does this looking it over and looking around himself and looking it over and looking around himself for a few minutes, and then he drags it into a hide. Beautiful plumage. And what would a snake video be without a comfortable snake wrapped around the neck look? This is either, I guess this is the snake scarf accessory look versus the snake necktie when he hangs down lower. So, yep, that's all. I think we have to walk around a bit more and then get the next one out. Could we get this snake to do this anytime we want? No, but this would be something that would be nice to be able to do, on command. Like, yes, in this scene you'll be wearing your snake necktie. Don't worry, the snake will just stay there and hang and it won't go anywhere. Yeah, well, except when it does and it decides to crawl up your armpit. Yep.